Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, and paranormal investigator. How are you today? So, you already know how this works. Just a reminder, this is not an exact science, and you might have to think outside the box a little bit. And don't forget, I stink at names. So, don't throw the whole reading out if I get a name wrong. It should be close. So, we're going to talk to Elvis today. And he's he's pulling my eyes to these patches back here. I don't know if you can read them from there, but it's an RIP patch from a friend of ours that passed away. So, do you guys have something like that that you made for him, or you're thinking about making for him, or something? So he's acknowledging that somebody either has done it or is thinking about doing something along that line in memory of him, and he's giving a thumbs up. Caring is sharing. He says, caring is sharing. Okay, he's saying something like Chattahoochee choo choo chatta Chattahooga Chattahooga chatta something choo choo. Can't quite hear it real clear. He's not saying why he's saying that, so hopefully that'll relate to something you know. He says he says tomorrow will be a better day. Tomorrow will be a better day. I love you. He's shown me a big butterfly. It doesn't look real. So I don't know if somebody has a butterfly ornament. Or you're going to see a large butterfly ornament. So butterflies will be a sign, and I know that's kind of a universal sign. They everybody kind of knows about the butterflies and the feathers and the coins now. He's okay. He says sometimes do you smell something like almost as if he's walking by you. It's kind of a smell. I can't tell. Like smell of his cologne or smell of his hair product or something, and it almost, it's not like it blows by you, or it's not like you get a whiff of it. It's like it actually moves by you, and that's him trying to let you know that he's there. He mentions the name Harry, but he's spelling it Hairy, but he's giving me the impression that it's somebody's name. How could you think I left you? I've been giving you signs. Now he's showing me. Sorry. Ooh, something's poking me in the back. Whenever I get anything like that in a reading, ouch, 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 hang on. It's in the middle of my shoulder blades. Whenever I get anything like that in a reading, it's something for you. So that kind of felt like something poking me. Not with a finger, like with something sharp, right between my shoulder blades. So when you get something that distinct, that sharp, a pain, I mean, it wasn't a bad pain, but it wasn't real pleasant. That's him trying very strongly to get your attention. So when you get that, it feels like almost like needles. It's pretty sharp. He's doing it again. He's doing it again, right in the middle of my shoulder blades. How we quit? You can ask them to back off. You can tell them it hurts. Bring you something nicer or softer, but it's going to be kind of a pain because he's trying very, very hard to get your attention and let you know that he's there. He's doing it again. It's slowly it's like a burn, kind of like a burn, and it just starts real soft and then it gets real, real strong. And I'm going to ask him to back it off. Thank you. And they usually try to do it where they're going to do it on you. Okay. Evidently he's going to make up for it. Oh, no, it's doing it again. Because I felt a tickle. I felt a tickle right in here. So, kind of felt like a hair tickling me. Now I'm getting the itch. Now that he's touching you. He is totally touching you because he's touching me everywhere. When they do it to me around this area, it feels like head lice is what it feels like. It's itchy, crawly type. Don't know how you will receive the energy because not everybody receives energy the same way. But they usually try to get very close to how it's going to feel for you so I can describe it for you. So then you know when you get it. Now I'm getting it here, but I do have a hair. I'm sure that might just be my hair. He's showing me a set of drums. Did he do this before, drums? He's showing me playing a set of drums. So I don't know if he's just acknowledging that he likes music. He likes music that has drums in it. Or if he knows somebody that sits down and plays a set of drums that he's acknowledging. I do so many readings, I might be thinking of the wrong person, but it seems like he's done this before. Now it's like I'm starting to itch all over. So you're going to get those. It's like when they touch you with their energy, like kind of like a finger touching you, but it's not like a finger touching you because it's not going to feel like a fleshy finger touching you. It's their energy, but it's kind of like poke, 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 trying to get your attention. He keep getting it on my back. There's one of, I believe it's a daughter. I think you have daughters. Has long, lighter colored hair, and he strokes her hair. Strokes her hair. I hope this doesn't I don't think creep her out. I don't think that's exactly how I want to say it, but scare her. But it's like he's showing like the palm of his hand, and he's just kind of stroking down her hair, kind of like he's smoothing it, kind of. So she should be able to feel, if nothing else, it's like I always tell people, if a fly lands on this spiky hair, I can feel that fly land. So it's not like this kind of motion, but it's you can feel something. You can feel your hair being touched. And he's showing that side of her, he's showing her left side. They usually try to show the exact side they try to do it on. So he's showing that the left side of her face and maybe even her neck should get hot too, or maybe even turn red. I think his energy is pretty strong. He's showing somebody just had a birthday. Somebody just had a birthday. He's acknowledging that. He was there. He was wanting to help blow the candle out. He's showing, I don't know if he's just showing me this scene because he's showing me a birthday, or if it was actually like a birthday cake in a kitchen with a very small gathering for somebody's birthday. And he's showing bending over, trying to help blow a candle out. It could be symbolic. There's a lot of spiritual charades that go on in these readings, so this could be symbolic. Now he's bitching at me. What the hell took you so long? I can't help it. He's impatient. He says, I'm impatient because I need, ow, 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 ow. Quit doing that. He says, he's bitching at me. He says he's impatient because he needs you to know that he still loves you. He needs you to know that. He says, tell her. I need her to know. Tell her, tell her, tell her. I'm telling her, tell her. He keeps repeating that. Were one of you very, very recently out in the yard with your car in the yard with a hose washing the car off? He's kind of proud of this car, but he's also acknowledging that he saw this. And I'm not sure why he's showing this, but it's something about like a bucket of soapy water, but it's getting in the grass, and he wasn't real happy about it being in the grass, afraid it was going to kill the grass or something along that line. Okay, he comes up behind you sometimes. You would really be surprised how close they really are. I know you can't see him and hear him, but it's just like they're in the next room. But he comes up behind you sometimes, and he actually kind of tries to massage your headache. He's trying to relieve the pain of a headache. Then he also comes up behind and he rests his hands on top of your shoulders. Just rests them there. And I've seen a lot of them do this lately, where they're trying to bring you their love energy. They're trying to help envelop you in it to help ease your pain. Ask him to help. They can so totally use their energy in so many good ways. He's mentioning shoes. Don't know why. Shoes. Well, the shoes he's showing me look like saddle shoes almost. Like they wore back in 50s with poodle skirts and stuff. And I don't even remember. That's kind of back in my day, but I don't even remember wearing those. At first, that's what they look like. They're white. They're dress shoes. They're white with black trim. Now I don't see like the saddle shoe part of it, just white. It's not a tennis shoe, or it doesn't appear to be a tennis shoe. They never waste a message. There's always a reason for what they show. So even if you don't realize what it is now, keep it in mind or write it down. You'll either think about it later, see it later, or it'll happen later. Or that's the same thing. Or somebody else will understand. Gotta quit poking me in the back though. Or somebody else will validate for you later. Okay, he's showing one of the daughters in the bedroom laying on the bed reading a book, and he's just hanging out. He's hanging out with her. Just he just keeps showing me that picture, but he's moving around the room. He's not really doing anything, but he's showing me moving around the room. And I don't know which one it is, but it's almost like he went from one side of the bed over the bed onto the other side of the bed instead of walking around the bed. She's laying on her back reading a book. So she probably has felt his energy or a breeze just kind of move across her midsection. He did it real slow though. I've even asked him, I said, please, when I talk to him, please don't do the scary things. People think, oh my gosh, my house is haunted. 9 times out of 10, it's one of your loved ones. Just trying to get your attention, let you know they're there. He says you can change your hair if you want to. So if you've been thinking about cutting it or getting a different color or something, he thinks that would be awesome. And they really don't care about those things anymore. Once we're up there, we don't care about those types of things down here. But they like to tell people that it's okay. I don't mind. Just to ease your mind. He says change will be good. And he says you need a breath of fresh air. And then he takes in a really deep breath. He says you need a breath of fresh air. He's showing the sun out there really, really bright. He's wanting you to go outside and actually get some of that sun and some of that fresh air and breathe, literally breathe deep. We all forget to do that. We do the little automatic breathing, but we don't really fill our lungs up with good oxygen. He's still showing he wants you to go outside and hold your face up to the sun and just feel it. He says let it cleanse you. He's mentioning something about your cell phone. So have you recently had something with your cell phone where maybe his picture just accidentally popped up or it accidentally rang with his face popped up or his number popped up or something different happened with your cell phone, but it had something to do with him. He's acknowledging that he did that. If it hasn't happened, it will happen. Have you thought about taking a cruise? Or maybe you were thinking about taking a cruise before when he was still here? Or you're thinking about taking a cruise now. He says, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. It'd be good for you. He says, think about it. And he's showing me another female that's here that I can't tell if she's related or a friend of yours. I feel like she's a little older, shorter, curlier hair. I'm not getting a clear picture of her, but it's like she's going, come on, come with me, let's go do this, come on. And I don't know if it's related to the cruise because it's mentioned at the same time, or she's trying to just help you get out of the house. He says you should go with her. Go do stuff with her. And then he shows her trying to beckon you, come on, go with me, get out of the house, and you're in the house and you have a ball and chain on you. And it's like holding you there. It's weighing you down. And you don't even feel like going that way with this person. You feel like you're stuck back here with this ball and chain. He says you need to literally envision taking that off of you or cutting the chain, whatever it takes, however you can visualize it, cutting that off, because he does not want to be that ball and chain. He wants to be with you, but he doesn't want to hold you back and he doesn't want to drag you down. He wants to be, now he's going like this. He says he wants it to be like this. He wants it to be like this. And he says it'll get better once you get like this, because then you'll be really open to all the signs and the feelings and the, and you do what? He says you can enjoy the new relationship you'll have with him. He says it'll be different. It'll be ornery. It'll be new. It'll be bright. A little scary. Not sure what he means by that. And okay, I think what he means is scary at first because it'll be new things and you'll think that you're going crazy, which I already know I am, but you will think you are in the beginning. And he's coming over to my right ear. I know some of these videos look backwards. He's coming over to my right ear and he's whispering, I love you. Not to me, to you. So this is usually when my Bob does it, he does it in my left, and when he gets close enough, my ear turns bright red, and it feels like it's burning on fire because his energy is so strong. So you'll probably feel a warmth, and you'll probably hear, you might, like if I do this, you can feel that little wisp of air, or you will hear something, but it will only be in one ear, and it might be a pss, 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 or it could be a hum, or it could be a high-pitched noise. Usually if it's a really high-pitched shriek, it's usually like a higher up, like an archangel or something like that. So he's trying to whisper, I love you in your right ear. He's showing when you're asleep. He's standing He's standing by the bed. He's standing by the nightstand. He's standing towards the head of the bed on the floor, and he just stands there, and it's like he guards you. He watches you. He watches over you. And I don't even know if you're aware of this because he's showing that you're asleep. So you must know, you must sense that he's there because he's showing you in your sleep. You're laying on your right side. It's not always exact what they show, but most of the time it is. But he's showing you you're laying on your side, and in your sleep, you reach your hand out on the side of over the side of the bed. You reach out towards the air because he's there. So you're evidently sensing him while you're sleeping. And when you're sleeping, all your guards are down, and you don't have all the earthly crap in your head telling you he can't be there or this isn't real or all the things we've been taught, which is a very hard thing to overcome because I'm still working on that. Even though I see and hear them all the time, I still have to overcome what I was taught growing up. It's not real. You can't have an imaginary friend. Yes, it is real. He says, no, you're not holding me back. I'm where I want to be and where I need to be. Plenty of time for other things later. He says he has held you in your sleep. I should say you have held him in your sleep. He's showing it like both, not just him doing it, both of you in your sleep. So if you've had a dream about that, it was real. He says, you'll always be my favorite. I felt like he wanted to say, I felt like he left a word off. It's like, you'll always be my favorite. Like there's a blank there, but I can't hear it. Always be my favorite, but I felt like he wanted to say another word. He wants you to feel the energy, not just his energy. He wants you to feel the energy, and I don't know how to. I do not know how to explain this. I want you to feel the energy. Salt water. You mentioned salt water. Salt bath. Salt. I don't know where you guys live. I don't like to creep on anybody's page before I do a reading. Salt water. I don't think he means Epsom salt. I think he means sea salt in your bath water. It actually does help pull impurities and stuff out of you. So you might want to Google that. I use Epsom salt with lavender in it, but he's saying, well, he just said salt water. And then I hear sea salt, and then I hear salt water. And I haven't been watching the light behind me. This one. So you might, when you go through the video, you might look at it. I don't know if it goes up high enough or not, but when it blinks, there's energy close to it. But there's 5 lights on it. I don't know if I've ever gotten one to light it up all the way, but I put it up there so when they come in behind me, hopefully they get close enough to make it go off. So hopefully you'll see that. So that's just a little validation but he's been mostly over here. Orange. He's mentioning the color orange. I don't think he means the fruit. I think he means the color. He says you're going to be all right. You're going to learn how to live with a different me, the me I am now. Different me. I was quite a handful, wasn't I? He smiles when he says that. I had to say anything that they put out there, and I don't know what he means by it, but he says, remember the one. Remember the one, but he doesn't say the one what. A lot of times they'll just give me enough that you know what they're talking about, and it's none of my business. So what's in between there? So a lot of times they don't give all the details because I don't need to hear it, just as long as you understand. He's going back to the daughter's bedroom. Doesn't he doesn't and it's the same one that was laying on the bed. He doesn't feel like worried about her, but he spends a lot of time observing her. He's not showing that she turns and looks at him, that she interacts with him, that she knows he's there. But he's spending a lot of time in that room. He mentions being hang 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 I can't even say the word hangry, which is the word we use around here when you're so hungry that you're angry. So you're hangry because you're hungry and you're grouchy. I don't know if he's talking about you or him. He says, I love you. You are my light. I love all of you. I was truly blessed. He's trying to stick his face down here in front of me. I'm listening. I'm listening. He's trying to make sure that I'm paying attention to him. He doesn't. Okay. He's saying we take all of this and our loved ones for granted when we're here. He says, don't make that same mistake. Don't take it all for granted. It can be gone in a second. Then you have the regrets. Live your life where you don't have any regrets. Tell them now. Tell them now. Don't wait until they leave. Tell them now. Tell them now how much they mean to you. Don't waste a moment. And he says, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. And he He's coming over here and he's getting in my face again. When he's coming down, instead of getting up here, he's coming over here because I guess because I'm looking down, because I'm concentrating on listening to him, and he's getting in my face. He says, "Tell her I'm this close. I'm right here. I'm right in front of her." He's going to rattle something in the kitchen. We just talked about this. No scary noises. But he's going to rattle something in the kitchen. Oh, he's trying very hard to let you know that he's there. Okay, I'll tell her. When you're first grieving, it's almost like a wall around you, and it's hard for you to realize the signs sometimes. So the more the grief eases and you start learning how to live with that, the more signs you'll see, the more you'll feel him or hear him or whatever. When the grief is just so deep, it's really hard for most people for them to get through. It's almost like a wall, which makes no sense because you want to hear from him so bad, and then I don't understand that part, but he says, "I know you need to hear it again. I love you." You you will figure it out that I'm still there, and you will be okay. He's going like this, you are walking straight down the path that you're supposed to be on right now. So whatever you're doing what you need to be doing for your life path, is what he's saying. It's like at the end of this path, there's like this great big mansion, like a big mansion. So I don't know what the symbolism of this is, but you're heading straight for it. So it's straight for wherever you're supposed to be going in this life. He says, okay, he says, once you start, whoop, stop, what? Once you, say it again, once you start seeing and feeling and hearing these things, he said, then it'll progress to more. It'll be better. It'll be stronger. He says to play this again. And now I'm getting itchy right here, because he's on this side, so he makes me itch. And that's his energy. Okay, he's going to leave for now. All right. He says, I love you, kitten. Did he call somebody kitten? He says, I'll be around and you'll know it. He's telling me you will get this overwhelming feeling, like this feeling just comes in and just takes over, like just makes you, just fills your whole body up. And it's going to be a good feeling. That'll be his good energy. It's making me itch. Okay. He said he's leaving for now. Peace. It's peace. says, I love you as he's walking away. Okay, so I hope you hear and see and feel a lot of those things because he's trying very hard. And if he burns you on the back or pokes you or whatever the heck that feeling was, and it hurts, tell him you got it, you got it. You know he's there. I got it, I got it. You got my attention. When you feel that, maybe not all of them, but especially that because that's such a strong, harsh kind of feeling. Pay attention. Like, okay, what is it you want? What is it I'm doing? What are you doing at that moment? What is it? Maybe he's just trying to get your attention, or maybe he's trying to get your attention for a reason because he's trying very strong. So kind of go, okay, what is it I'm not understanding right at this moment? What is it you want me to understand right at this moment? The other ones are just to let you know he's there. Okay. See you later, my dear. Thank you for trusting me with your loved one, and thank you for allowing me to be his voice to tell you that he loves you. Much love to you, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, and paranormal investigator. See you later.